Flying into a Bravo airport might sound a little intimidating, but trust me, it's not as scary as it seems. With just a little bit of extra planning, you get an amazing day of exploring, a taste of something local.
Seriously, this is such a fun Friday evening.
And to finish it all off, a spectacular sunset departure. So we're going to do something we've never done before, and that's start pretty far back on our approach to show you a spectacular view of one of the coolest bases in SoCal, Miramar. Believe it or not, we've actually set foot on 24 left, 06 right here, and unfortunately, no, we didn't get to land. It was last summer. They had a 5K that let you run the runway, which is pretty awesome. And all the money raised was for military families, and they even had static displays where you could talk to pilots. It was really, really cool. As much as we were looking forward to doing it again this year, the event was either canceled or it was never rescheduled, so maybe next year they'll do it again. Another thing about this airport, it has one of the best air shows anywhere, the Miramar Air Show, which is free and it's huge. Probably the only place we've gotten to go inside a C5 Super Galaxy, and definitely the only one we've been able to see a U2 Dragon Lady, which, in case if you didn't know, it's chased by a car during landing and the driver communicates with the pilot to help it land. Pretty nuts. As of this writing, the show is about 23 days away, September 26th through 28th of 2025. We'll never get to land at Miramar, which, man, it would be so cool. So we figured we'd take the time to talk a little bit about it here, especially since we were vectored right over it. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled content. Now, the first time I wanted to fly into a Bravo with Hannah, it was extremely scary, and I did everything I could to understand the most efficient way to visit. We didn't want to cause any issues for TRACON or Tower, and even though today's visit would be pretty seamless, the first time, that was not so much the case. More on that later. Considered the busiest single-runway airport in the entire US, our next stop also has one of the most spectacular approaches, but not everyone sees it that way. I remember 20 years ago watching a program on the Discovery Channel called The Most Extreme Airports, or something like that, and seeing this airport on that list. So your mileage may vary, but to us, the only extreme about it is how extremely scenic it is.
39 Hotel, you can expect a visual approach to runway 27. You're going to be following a JetBlue that's currently about 8 miles behind you.
Roger, we'll expect that visual up behind that JetBlue, 39 Hotel.
In a small plane, probably the most difficult aspect of the approach is making sure you practice sterile cockpit, because as soon as you get near the field, you'll start receiving a constant stream of instructions so you can be fit in between airline traffic, which you'll definitely be hearing soon. After we land, we'll be visiting a museum that is about a 5 to 10 minute rideshare right away. That is a must. Visit a local restaurant that reminded me of why San Diego is the spot for one of my favorite dishes.
39 Hotel, turn 10 right.
10 right, 39 Hotel.
And of course, we'll show you around the only FBO here with a plane spotting area that is really hard to beat, especially for a Bravo, all as we visit San Diego International Airport in San Diego, California. Today we will be departing out of Corona IFR, since San Diego ended up being clouded over much longer than we thought. And by the time we arrived, there would still be a few clouds according to the METAR.
390 Hotel, turn right, heading at 310.
310, 39 Hotel.
This JetBlue is going to be passing off your left here in about 2 minutes.
Roger, 39 Hotel.
Now, as an IFR pilot, clouds don't bother me too much unless we're talking about those towering cumulus. Gotta stay away from those. But the ceilings today were only about 400 feet above ground level, so we waited a little since not only was it lower than I wanted to attempt the approach today, but it really makes for horrible footage for you guys since all you would see is a white screen. We would also have a short delay of about 30 minutes from our scheduled departure out of Corona, as TRACON had to time us to come in after the rush. We did the Ontario Papa 12 tech route, which is just a pre-designated published route within the SoCal TRACON region, making us extremely predictable, and we'd be flying at 7,000 feet.
39 Hotel, descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, 39 Hotel.
SoCal Delta 1296, 14.5, descending 12 on the Lucky with Papa.
Delta 1296, SoCal approach, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival. What approach you set up for?
Descend via the Lucky 1, set up for the RNAV 27.
JetBlue 219, contact tower 18-3.
Order ours, 219, have a good day.
Now.
Yeah.
SoCal approach, crew check 208, level 4,500, heading 160.
Crew check 208, SoCal approach, thanks, altimeters 29087.
987, crew check 208.
39 Hotel, turn left, heading 220.
220, 39 Hotel.
Hotel, that JetBlue is directly south of you, 4 miles westbound, an Airbus leaving 4,000, descending into Lindbergh.
We got that JetBlue in sight, 39 Hotel.
You said you have him in sight?
That's affirmative. We got traffic in sight, 39 Hotel.
39 Hotel, follow the JetBlue, cleared visual, approach runway 27, caution wake turbulence.
We'll follow that JetBlue, 27 cleared approach, 39 Hotel.
Delta 1296, reduce speed to 230 knots or less, make your restrictions at or above.
Alright, 230 or less, Delta 1296.
Jet 764, reduce speed to 170.
Slow down at 170, Jet 764.
33 Bravo, fly heading at 180.
Heading 180, 33 Bravo.
39 Hotel, contact tower 18-3.
18-3, thanks for the help, 39 Hotel.
Now, I did warn you guys there would be a lot of radio traffic going on. But let's talk about that first time we came here, which surely was a doozy. It was the end of December 2023, and I think I had discussed it with Irene that it would be fun to visit a Bravo before the end of the year. Honestly, knowing me, I probably told her the night before, just like I did for LAX.
United 1071, traffic on a 6-mile final at Bravo 1, enter runway 27, back taxi, exit Charlie 2, continue on to Charlie, and then contact ground, advise them.
And Tower, sorry, United 1071, we're ready for takeoff now, we just got word.
United 1071, roger, you ready for departure?
Ready for departure, 1071.
Right.
United 1071, roger, traffic 5-mile final, runway 27, line up and wait.
27 line of way, United 1071.
November 1939er Hotel, Limbertar, caution wake turbulence following an Airbus 321, 4.5-mile final, number 2, runway 27, clear to land, traffic may hold in position.
27 clear to the line, 39 Hotel.
Alaska 15, turn left, Bravo 8, contact ground.
That's Bravo 8, ground, Alaska 15.
So after we decided we were going to go the next day, we flew out IFR because with new Bravo airports, I only do IFR, especially in complex airspaces. And in retrospect, I probably annoyed TRACON just a little bit because they asked a question I was still too green to fully understand. The question was whether I wanted to do the RNAV or do the visual approach. I said to continue the RNAV even though it was a clear VFR day. Really, as a pilot, you need to do whatever you're comfortable with, as long as you and everyone else is safe. Well, what I didn't know is that I'd be brought into the approach about 1,000 to 1,500 feet above the glide slope. And because I still didn't know Hannah really, I left the gears up, was way too fast, and I couldn't descend fast enough. So there I am on short final about 1,000 feet above the runway, telling tower I have to go around. Second time was much better because I learned a huge lesson that day with Hannah.
November 39er Hotel, traffic will hold in position.
Roger, 39 Hotel.
Before entering, as a matter of fact, even getting near the approach, be on the approach speeds. So for Hannah, it's about 90 knots because that lets me drop the gears anytime I want during the approach. And even more importantly, expect the unexpected when being vectored. This lesson would be practiced on a high and long straighting into Palm Springs a couple of months later. To be clear, I did nothing wrong. On the contrary, I made sure to listen and follow all instructions. I just didn't know Hannah as well as I thought. But as they say, when you get your pilot's license, it's a license to learn. And in flying, you never stop learning, because the second you think you know everything, aviation will humble you.
United 1712, Lindbergh Tower, traffic, Cherokee, 4-mile final, runway 27, line up and wait.
Line up and wait 27, United 1712.
San Diego International Airport, also known as Lindbergh Field, first opened in 1928. And as you probably have guessed, it was named after Charles Lindbergh, who had just completed his historic transatlantic flight from New York to Paris in his famous Spirit of St. Louis, which was built here in San Diego. The airport was also the first airport to be named after a living person. The runway was only 2,700 feet, and at the time, it was the first airport built exclusively for commercial traffic, no military use at all. Through the 30s and 40s, the airport started having airlines like TWA, American, and Western Air Express. But of course, the 40s brought World War II, and it then became partially used for military, which was kind of extremely rare because the military would usually annex the entire airport. But that was not the case here. Commercial traffic remained operational. Now, even though we know it today as the busiest single runway airport in the country, originally it was actually 2 runways. In 1942, the U.S. Army Air Corps took over the field and elongated the main runway to 8,750 feet. Now, the second runway was 4,500 feet, runway 13. But between 1991 and 1993, it was changed to Taxiway Delta and Foxtrot, which funny enough still remains an important landmark, since anyone who has done the Bay Tour here in San Diego knows that you can ask Lindbergh Tower for the Taxiway Delta transition. Actually, no, that is a lie. In doing my research trying to make sure that the altitude was 1,000 feet, I just found out that they have canceled the Taxiway Delta transition, unfortunately. And it was due to go-arounds happening more often. And if you have any small aircraft transitioning over the airport at 1,000 feet, you can kind of see how airliners would be in that same altitude space. It's extremely unfortunate, but we completely understand, and we're actually so glad we got to do it. But it's a huge reminder that some of these routes that we take for granted, like the LA Special Flight Rules, can be gone any day. Again, what we do is a privilege. It's not a right. So if you have the opportunity to do them now, because again, you never know if it'll be here. Finally, officials have discussed moving the airport so they can add a second runway, since they are pretty landlocked where they are currently. And one of those locations was the airport that started this video, Miramar. But ultimately, all talks have failed. I definitely understand the logistical concerns about moving the airport, but I definitely would be sad to see it moved now. Finally, it wasn't until 2003 that the name officially became San Diego International Airport. But as you'll hear, it's still called Lindbergh in many radio calls, like Lindbergh Tower.
November 7, Delta Kilo, traffic 5-mile final, additional traffic crossing downfield, runway 27, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 7 Delta Kilo.
Lindbergh Tower, Police 3.
Police 3, Lindbergh Tower.
Hello, about 3 southeast of San Diego State, 1,300, like a clearance for the north sector.
November 3, Niner Hotel, do you have Charlie 5?
I have Charlie 5, turn 9 Hotel.
November 3, Niner Hotel, turn right Charlie 5, taxi Charlie Hotel Signature, monitor ground.
Charlie 5, then Charlie Hotel per Signature and monitor ground, 3 9 Hotel.
Police 3, radar contact, clear to San Diego Class Bravo airspace as requested, Lindbergh altimeter 2987.
Police 3, clear in, thanks.
San Diego International is a Class Bravo with 1 runway, 0927 at 9,400 feet, at pretty much sea level of 17 feet. Being that it is a Bravo, tower is open 24/7, and runway 27 approach has a displaced threshold of about 1,800 feet, which is hard not to see. An interesting fact is that heavier aircraft sometimes can't depart 09 because of the terrain, and during those cases, they will actually wait on the approach in of 27 until tower can find a slot for them between all the 09 departures, which sometimes can take hours. And of course, there are noise concerns by neighbors. And even though the airport is open 24/7, departures are only allowed between the hours of 6:30 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. and anything outside of these hours can come with heavy fines. Arrivals though are allowed anytime. So let's briefly talk weather, and we've already hinted that the biggest concern is that marine layer. When it gets lower than the VFR minimums, the runway is switched to 09, which is true because when we checked the approach traffic 2 hours before our arrival with low ceilings, traffic was incoming from the west. The other time that can affect which runway is used is the Santa Ana winds. And as far as temperatures, it is probably one of the most temperate areas, as it can be in the 90s in the LA basin, but a nice 70-degree average nearly year-round here. The one thing you'll have to remember though is the humidity, and we would be reminded of it as soon as we stepped off the plane. There's one FBO here, Signature Aviation, and we'll get to how our experience changed quite a bit from the first time we came. Let's just say it went against the common reputation Signature has amongst us GA aviators. But there's something very important I want to mention that we didn't know until after we left, and it is the fee structure for parking at Signature. First, any and all fees you will pay will be on your departure from Signature, and you won't be receiving another landing fee later on. Next, there is an hourly fee. Naturally, we would think if we arrive at 11:30 and leave at 12:30, that's just 1 hour. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Instead, it is read as you arrived during the 11 o'clock hour and left during the 12 o'clock hour, which makes it 2 hours. Now, let's say you arrive at 11:50 and leave at 12:10. Yep, 2 hours. So plan your stay here accordingly, and today it was $8 an hour for us, which of course could change in the future, so call ahead to confirm. All right, we made it, so let's go make these hours count. We are at San Diego International, and you guys can see some of those actually had to wait for us to land. Sorry about that, guys. But this ramp is awesome because of that. How was the approach?
It was really cool.
It was busy though, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we really had to like fit in between. I'm sure you guys saw, but we could see every plane trying to come in, and we were vectored how many times?
At least a handful, if not more.
Yeah. So we're excited to be here. Well, we're always excited to come. This is our second time.
Second time.
Yeah. And today we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to, the first thing we're going to do is visit
the USS Midway.
Yes. Which, if you guys don't know, it's actually a famous battleship, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think they have a whole movie about it. And we're coming back. We've actually been here. We looked. It was, the last time we came was
16 years ago.
16 years ago.
So this is the Midway, not San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego has been like 2 years.
Maybe, something like that.
Yeah. It's one of the, actually, so this was one of the first airports we came to with Hannah, because I wanted to go to a Bravo, and so we chose this one. But we are going to the USS Midway because they have a new exhibit from the last time we were here, and I think it has to do with intelligence. Ooh. And it's on the, like in the bottom of the ship. And so it's brand new, so we wanted to visit that. We've been wanting to come here for a long time. We wanted to come back because we wanted to redo this airport, show you guys that it's doable, even though it is, you have to be on your toes. But we are really, really excited to show you Signature because they have a really cool plane spotting area. Right, when we first saw it, we were like, what the heck?
I think what was surprising too is that no one else is out there.
I know, yeah. and we wanted to escape the heat today. It's not hot, but it is humid here because we are in San Diego proper. It is the ocean.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go get some food, which is one of the staples that they have here in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
There goes Southwest.
There goes Southwest, yeah. So it is loud here, but I mean, any aviation enthusiast here loves that sound.
Oh yeah.
If we have time, there is a parking structure that's, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like maybe right here somewhere. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right place, but it's a famous parking structure because it is right aligned with the runway and it has a crazy view. We got here later than we anticipated because there was cloud cover. There was a marine layer that just stuck around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be here at 9. It is noon now, so we might not have time to do that. But I think that's pretty much what we're gonna do today, right?
Yeah.
So again, we're here. Let you guys know this is doable in a little plane. They will vector you. It will take time, but it's totally worth it. So let's get out of here. We're gonna go inside, make sure we got everything, get a lift, and then go to the USS Midway. So, ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Now let me start by saying that this Signature has probably the most amount of areas for sitting that I've seen at any FBO. And we'll show you most of them shortly, but they have seating in the lobby, in the quiet rooms, upstairs, in conference rooms. So there's definitely not a shortage of it. Now they didn't have as many snacks as we've seen at other FBOs, but at least they still had coffee. And yep, here's even more places to sit, which makes me wonder if they have times that they are just extremely busy. Now this is the official pilot's lounge. There was someone in here resting up, so we didn't want to film too much or turn on any lights. But there are computers for flight planning, more seating of course. And if it's not dark enough for you out here, there are dedicated quiet rooms. So now on the second floor, as you can see, they have even more rooms, conference rooms, bathrooms. They even have a counter up here with a microwave and a fridge, but it doesn't look like it was used, probably only used when there's an event up here. And yeah, even the conference rooms have views. And that's a complete tour of Signature San Diego. Now it's time to head to the USS Midway. And a quick note about the rideshare. Make sure that they pick you up from Signature and you don't use the default pickup location of San Diego International Terminals because that is twice as expensive. And obviously they won't find you there. We are here at the USS Midway behind us. And if you guys haven't done this yet, you guys have to do it. I know when we came 16 years ago, it was like spectacular, but we at that point weren't, well, especially you weren't into military aircraft and stuff like that as much.
No.
So this is gonna be kind of like a new experience.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, like, look at that. You can see the tails of all the planes up there, and I feel like they have way more than last time.
It seems like it.
Yeah, so again, this is another thing we're excited to do, and we have about 4 hours. It is a little humid, it is a little warm, so we'll see what it's like inside. I think they should have AC, but we'll find out. Hopefully. But yeah, so now we're gonna go into the Midway and we'll show you guys around. Let's go. So we just got done watching Battle of the Midway. It's a theater that right as you come in, right? You just make a right, is there. And it wasn't here 16 years ago.
I don't remember it being here. Not with that technology.
I know. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
Because I was shocked. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either. I was thinking it was just a
regular
screen.
theater, yeah. Regular screen. We're not going to ruin it for you because you have to come and see it yourself.
Yeah.
That was the first thing we did.
Yeah, and it's really immersive. Like, it gets you into the story of the Midway, like, right away.
Yeah.
Which I really liked. Plus, yeah, it was not at all what I was expecting.
Definitely recommend doing that. If there's nobody there, just go do that first. I know we still have to go do the intelligence thing, which we'll go do, but we're going to go get something to eat first.
Okay. We're going to go get a snack.
Go get a snack. We just get done eating at the, what's it called? Cafe 41? Yeah.
Because this is CB 41.
Oh, okay. So the difference is, one's like a cafe, you go pick up your food. This one's like a quick?
Yeah, I think this is Jet Express right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that one's just like, I think they have like ice cream and popcorn and just like quick drinks, quick snacks.
Yeah.
But Cafe 41 seemed to have like burgers and sandwiches. Pizza, yeah.
How was your food?
It was good. I had a chicken Caesar salad that was pre-made, and it was exactly what I expected. It wasn't anything super fancy or the most amazing salad I had, but it was good.
So wow,
yeah, I was in it for the protein.
It's a cafe, right? Yeah. And then I had, like what I always have, cheeseburger and fries. And same thing, it was good. It was what I expected it to be, and that was it.
It's standard fare.
Yeah, it is. But we needed something because we have another possibly 3 hours here, so we needed sustenance for that. But where we messed up was we should have came here.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, there's nobody here. But we didn't know about the spot.
We did.
So now you guys do. If you want to go somewhere where it's kind of empty that nobody really knows about, this is the spot. Even more, we could have got a view of the battleship.
Yeah.
I know. I thought that too. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that battleship just passed right by, and everyone got up and like rushed the side to get good footage. But
because that side has like a netting. And this side has nothing. It's just clear. So it's okay. But now you guys know when you guys come here, I guess we'll just walk around and go look for the intelligence.
Okay. I have a feeling that's where the line is.
Probably. But let's go do it. Let's go stand in line. So
we'll find out for you guys.
Yes, we'll see. All right, off to some top secret stuff. So we're just getting done with the exhibit. It's actually kind of small, smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be much bigger.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually was really comprehensive because they covered it from the beginning
Yes.
of Desert Storm
Yes.
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So-
pretty cool. But now we are done. I was like, oh my God, it's already done. So now we don't, or I guess we're going to go look at the planes.
Yeah, because we're up here on the top deck.
Yeah.
And they have all the planes up here.
Shits. So let's head over there. We just got to watch ourselves. That's why we had to stop walking, because if anybody's been on a ship knows, you better pay attention.
Hey, is this the lights for when the,
Oh!
right? Like when they're saying meatball,
The meatball.
this is what they're looking at?
We have one of these out of Chino.
But that one fights fires.
That one fights fires, that's right. But they're like this, but repurposed, right?
Yeah,
That was
I think so.
They usually repurpose. So we are in a briefing room for pilots, right?
Yes.
We figured this is the best place to do a briefing because we're pretty much done here, I think, today, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this place is so cool.
It is. There's a
It's-
lot to see.
Yeah.
They have a ton of planes out on the flight
They
deck.
do.
We got up on the bridge.
Definitely come early so you can spend your time, take your time, and yeah, that's it. And I think we're just gonna walk out now because it is 4:30, so we got 30 minutes to get out of here and go get some food. So ready to go do that?
Yes.
All right. So USS Midway, always thumbs up.
And I think they said they were the #1 museum in the state of California.
Oh yes.
Voted.
Voted.
I think on TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, yeah.
So if that says something, and they were up against Getty, I think, for the #1 spot.
This one's cooler though. Getty fine, but this one's way cooler.
Well, I mean, they've got planes.
I know.
They've got military jets. Way cooler.
Yeah, way cooler. So, all
right,
let's
off to
get-
food.
Off to food. All right. So after getting a rideshare back from the Midway, we ended up borrowing the crew car so we can go get some dinner.
Okay, so we just got food at Ortiz's taco shop.
About 11 minutes away.
Yeah, from Signature. And it was a nice drive to like the Point Loma area.
It's a really nice, I mean, that was like really nice homes. I was like, whoa.
I mean, they've got spectacular views
Yeah.
of the skyline.
We think
and
it's the runway, huh?
I think so. I think the planes fly like right over these homes.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of parking. There's
No.
probably, I don't know, if I had to guess, maybe 15 spots.
Yeah.
We got lucky and there were 2 empty spots when we got here. So just know you might have a little bit of trouble finding parking. But like we mentioned before, this was one of the top 3 places by locals. You can get like a California burrito,
Yep.
which is a specialty here in San Diego,
Oh, yeah.
and carne asada fries. So we
Yes.
ordered both.
Yep.
And we're gonna make our way back to the FBO and then show you what the food looks like.
Yeah.
Because it was tiny in there. And even though there were seats available,
Yeah.
we've got a better spot.
Way
to eat.
better.
So we're on our way back. We'll see you guys back at Signature.
Yeah. So a little more information about the crew cars. They have 2 of them. They're usually parked right here in these spots, as that is their dedicated area. And like most FBOs, there is a 2-hour limit, and they're pretty strict on that, so make sure you bring it back within that time. We only ended up using it for about 30 to 45 minutes because, again, the place we went to is very, very close. So we promised you guys probably one of the best plane spotting areas of anywhere. Like, anywhere. And it's not there, it's here. So yes, this is our favorite, or I'm gonna say one of our favorite spots ever. One that we did not even realize was here, and one that is almost worth paying all the fees that you have to pay for to come here, because this is awesome. You seriously have couches literally facing the approach end of 27. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna eat, enjoy this before we take off out of here. We didn't get to do this last time, so I'm just like, I'm at Disneyland for me right now, because this is just so cool. I didn't mention this earlier in the video, but the one thing that I got here for the first time was a carne asada with fries. And this is what it is. Oh my God. Ah, that looks amazing.
So what's in it?
All right, so what's in this is there's carne asada, there's fries, there's cheese, there's like a salsa, and sour cream. I love the sour cream. Funny enough, I'm lactose intolerant, but I'll make an exception for this. The first time I tried this, I was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. And so when I got back home, I tried to find places closer to home, and there's some good places, but apparently this is the place that kind of started it. I don't know how true that is or isn't. I don't know. Nobody argue with me because I don't know. I know it was my first exposure to this. So yeah, this is gonna be amazing. All right, so should we open your burrito?
This thing is massive. I mean, it's the size of my hand. It's like a small baby. So basically a California burrito has French fries in it instead of rice, if you're used to that combo. So this one in particular has carne asada, French fries, cheese, sour cream, and we got the guacamole on the side. And that's usually customary to this. So this is massive. I'm excited to try this. My mouth is watering. I'm gonna cut it open and see what it looks like. Oh my God.
Oh man, it is so good.
Yeah.
It's good? I know. This place is good.
It's really cheesy. Everything's flavored really well.
Right. Yeah, I think for me, it's like, I think that everything's balanced flavor, like really good, really good.
Yeah, like you can tell everything is seasoned properly.
Yeah.
So nothing's bland, nothing's trying to overcompensate for anything else. It's all really well balanced.
Man, look at that. That's amazing.
Seriously, this is such a fun Friday evening.
Here, all the jets. What's your verdict for this spot?
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend this place to other people.
There you go. And me too, honestly, it's probably like the best place since the first time I ever had it. It was done really well.
Yeah.
It was like really good. So if you like California burritos, or if you never tried it, definitely try it. If you like carne asada fries, this is a spot.
It's good, it's fresh, like you can tell.
Yeah, it's really good. So, what is it, Ortiz Tacos?
Ortiz Taco Shop.
Ortiz Taco Shop. You're in San Diego.
Near Point Loma.
Near Point Loma. You want somewhere to eat? If you like Mexican, go there. It's really good.
And alternatively, if this is not your thing, which I totally get, because this is like very heavy food.
I know it is. We don't. Like, I'm so glad we don't have this close.
Yeah.
Because I'd go over there all the time.
Well, and I don't eat like this at all, so.
It's so good. I feel like, okay, I know where I'm having dinner Monday night, Tuesday night. But yeah, no, this is not good every day, but it's good every once in a while.
But yeah, there's a place close by on the way to the taco shop that we passed called Liberty Station. And Liberty Station was, I think it was the old Army base. It was an old military base that's been repurposed, or parts of it have been repurposed for like a giant food hall. And they have everything from like Stone Brewery and a ton of like little smaller eateries. Yeah. And we've been there before. It's a lot of fun, especially if you have a bigger group, because you can try a whole bunch of different foods. So if you're looking for something else that's not that far from the airport, I think that's a really good option.
That's a good option, yeah, that's true. So there you go. Ortiz Taco Shop. Good one. All right, so we're wrapping up the day today. We came to a conference room because, as you guys can tell, it can get pretty noisy out there. So we ended up going to the USS Midway, and so much had changed.
What, it's been 16 years since we'd last been there.
And it's all very impressive. The docents they're still really awesome. I don't know, what was your favorite part of it?
I think being up on the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got to sit in the
captain's chair.
So.
Yes, she finagled her way by asking, can I sit there?
I asked, he said yes, the chair is for me. So I sat in the chair. It was very comfy. So if you get a chance to do that, definitely take advantage.
Sit in the captain's chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
How about your favorite part?
I think the theater was interesting. I thought that was like, again, I wasn't expecting that at the theater.
Yeah.
Again, we're not telling you guys what it is. You have to go see. But I don't think they tell anyone. It's just kind of like you show up and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, so that was really cool. And then we got to see one of the, I don't know anything about ships, but I think it was a destroyer.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But one of the current ships, battleships, I don't know. Now everybody's gonna be like, don't talk about that. Just don't talk about things you're not.
Military ships, one of the military ships.
Yes. But that was cool, you know, just seeing that. And of course, time flew. We were there the 4 hours pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys are gonna come, I mean, I'd recommend, I think we both recommend the weekday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the weekends it does get fuller. Luckily now I think this is the first week of school, so maybe that had something to do with it. But yeah, and then after that, we came back here, got the car, got food. Oh, so good. You guys go, please, if you're into that food, just, it's so good.
Yeah, and that neighborhood's right under the flight path.
Yeah.
So as the planes are taking off, they fly right over you. So it's just another way to enjoy the airport without being at the airport.
Mm-hmm. And finally, we got to relax at this amazing, amazing plane spotting area. Again, when I first started flying, and we had just gotten Hannah, I mean, we've had Hannah maybe 2.5 years now. I think a couple of months into having her, we came to this airport. So we were still really new at the FBO game and going to places. And when we came here, we were like, can we be here? It was a little bit timid, you know, but then part of that was we were just completely inexperienced on some of the things that some of these FBOs provide. And one of us was this plane spotting area. We were just like, can we be out here? And we just sat there, yeah, it's for you. Again, if you're a pilot, because yeah, we're gonna pay for it in fees. The experience here at Signature the first time, I mean, we'll admit that it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
You know?
They didn't seem happy to have us.
Yeah, they were almost like apathetic. And the only reason I bring that up is because today, excellent, excellent. We met one of the linemen, Brent. He's working on his IFR. Good luck, Brent, on the rest of your IFR. And he was just really friendly. And then the ladies at the front desk, just pleasant. And I know in the GA community, Signature does not have that great of a reputation. Mostly because I think a lot of GA pilots don't feel wanted at this FBO. But honestly today, not 1 second did I ever feel like we were a bother. Matter of fact, there's a Cessna 182, there's us, and there's a Beechcraft. Looks like an 836 right now here. So GA does come in here, and the 2 times we've been here, IFR, right?
Yeah.
And we feel more comfortable that way. They know when we're coming in, And we've asked the question, do they care, IFR, VFR? We've asked TRACON, and they don't care. They'll figure out a way to get you in regardless. I don't know if that's the same for tower. I'm not gonna say that.
And we would love to get a tower tour.
Oh my God, yes.
Here at San Diego. So if anybody knows a way to do that or make that happen,
yes,
we would be forever grateful because we do have a lot of questions and our goal is always to share everything that we learn with all of you.
Yeah.
So if we get a chance to even speak to a controller who works at this tower, we will ask those questions and get that information back out to you guys because we're curious.
Oh yeah.
And we want to make the experience as easy peasy for us as it is for them and make sure that we're not disrupting any operations because we know that coming in we're not as fast.
Definitely
but
not.
we can be a little more flexible and so
but that wraps it up. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
We talked a lot.
I know.
But there's just so much, and we didn't get to do the parking structure, plane spotting area, and we kind of warned you guys. We didn't know if we'd have the time, and like she said, there's still an Aerospace Museum too to go to. So you come to San Diego, there's not a shortage of things to do, and everything's spectacular. So we hope you guys like this one. If you've ever been timid of coming into a Bravo, San Diego's a great one to come to. They are busy. I wouldn't, if you're not comfortable, obviously bring CFI, bring somebody who's experienced doing this. All right, so we're gonna try to get out of here. It's sunset, it's 6:43, oh my God.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out of here. All right, guys.
There will be no tail cam otherwise.
I know. All right, so we're gonna go pay, make my wallet that much lighter, and get out of here, give you guys a tail cam. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Perfect, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, what a day. It was definitely more humid than we anticipated, and I did ask myself a question. Is warm and humid better than hot and dry? I'm sure you guys have opinions on this. The amazing thing about this airport is that it puts you right in the middle of all the action in San Diego. You can literally take a rideshare within minutes to pretty much anywhere, which is what we did today, and what makes flying here completely worth it, even with the fees. I mean, that view with all the airliners coming in at Signature's balcony is spectacular. San Diego International really is nothing to be afraid of, but I definitely recommend coming with someone familiar with the airspace like a CFI. I'm sure they would get a kick out of being asked to fly into here.
Clearance delivery, Aero 1939 Hotel at Signature, looking to do a VFR departure to the north to Corona at 5,500.
Everett 1939 Hotel, is that the call sign?
That's affirmative, 1939 Hotel.
And say the aircraft type?
It's a P-28 Romeo Slant Golf.
Oh, Aero, okay, I got you. That's on request.
Roger, 39 Hotel.
Now, we had so much to discuss in the beginning that I did not want to leave here without discussing instrument approaches and airspaces. Now let's discuss instrument approaches, which include the RNAV 0927, localizer for runway 27, and the ILS for only runway 09, because the terrain to the east makes having an ILS for 27 impossible. Now, not necessarily an instrument approach. Know that there is a published visual approach called the Sweetwater Visual Runway 27, and unless it's pretty slow, you probably won't be getting it, but it's always good to study it just in case your visual approach is nice and easy. Now, I want to make a note about an instrument approach for runway 09. You might get pushed out 3 to 7 miles out to sea, so you probably will want to have your life jacket on board for that, just in case. And finally, airspaces. If there's anything I'd want you to know about the San Diego Bravo is to always ask TRACON for a Bravo transition, because the airspace altitudes can get a little confusing. All you're gonna do is request permission to transition to San Diego Bravo. Then you'll wait to hear those beautiful words every pilot loves to hear, cleared into the Bravo. And of course, do not forget, verbatim, repeat the words, cleared into the San Diego Bravo. As they say for the tapes, you definitely don't want any confusion about you entering a Bravo. And of course, be prepared to be denied.
Aero 39 Hotel, I have that clearance if you're ready.
Ready to copy, 39 Hotel.
Aero 1939 Hotel, cleared to Corona. Correction, clear at San Diego Pass Bravo airspace.
On departure, leaving 400 feet, turn right heading 310. Radar vectors to Mission Bay. Maintain VFR at below 3,000. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 4711.
All right, we are clear to Corona. Climb to 400, then right turn 310. Radar vectors to Mission Bay. Maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Frequency is 119.6 and squawk 4711. 39 Hotel.
Going to Salt Lake City.
Aero 39er Hotel, you were stepped on. The squawk is 4711. Rest three back correct.
Squawk 4711. 39er Hotel.
And of course, we can't leave here without showing our appreciation to all of you that really support us make this happen, because if you're a pilot and you go to Signature, you know it always costs. And this is no different, especially being at an international airport. So again, thank you to all of you who are members. You guys make this happen every week.
Alaska 1028, notably around that corner for me, and runway 27 taxi via Bravo, Alpha 3, Alpha, Alpha 2 Bravo.
Okay, Bravo, Alpha 3, Alpha, Alpha 2 Bravo to 27 the rest of the way, Alaska 1028.
Alaska 1028, if you're able, expedite out of that intersection.
We're expediting.
Lindbergh ground number 1939 Hotel at Signature, ready for taxi with Yankee.
American Tow, proceed to spot 1 via Bravo.
American Tow, proceed to Bravo, spot 1, American Tow.
Alaska 806, number ground, taxi gate via Bravo.
Alaska 806, taxi gate via Bravo.
Aero 3, correction 1939er Hotel, number ground, runway 27 taxi via Hotel Charlie, ATIS Yankee current.
27 via Hotel Charlie, and we have Yankee 39 Hotel.
So last week we released one of our favorite locations ever, one that resides in our hearts for many reasons, St. George. And when we do different locations like that of other states, we never really know how it'll be received, but wow, did we strike a chord. First, we had no idea that the area during our departure was called the Gorge. So thank you for schooling us on that so we sound less like tourists next time we visit. Speaking of the Gorge, it was so cool for us to read how many of you have driven this area multiple times and how you really got a kick out of seeing it from a different perspective. But we truly believe it doesn't matter what view you have of St. George, it's beautiful no matter what. Finally, we got to read comments of many of you who live there, and you were so incredibly friendly. Seriously, how are you guys that nice? But then we realized it's such a special place because it has a lot of special people, and we really thank you for that.
Aero 39 Hotel, are you negative run-up?
No, we still got to do run-up 39 Hotel.
Aero 39 Hotel, roger. Just let me know when your run-up complete.
Roger, 39 Hotel.
So as we said earlier, we got here later than expected, meaning we would leave later too. But we were able to get just enough light to show you a sunset departure. We want to wrap this up by saying we have the most amazing community, honestly, something we dreamt about, saw other channels have, and constantly wondered, how long would it take for us to build something that incredible?
Lindbergh ground number 1939er Hotel, run-up complete.
Aero 39 Hotel, hold short of runway 27 at Charlie 1 and monitor tower 18-3.
All right, hold short of 27 at Charlie 1 and monitor tower 39er Hotel.
And now, thanks to you, we don't have to wonder how long it's going to take to make an amazing community because you guys are here and we can't thank you enough. Seriously, between the comments and meeting you guys in person, it's been nothing short of incredible. Well, that wraps up an amazing day, and we really hope that you decide to visit Lindbergh. But we'll see you guys next week, and until then, go fly, go discover.
Alaska 1028, contact SoCal departure. Good day.
Departure Alaska 1028, have a good one.
Aero 1939 Hotel number tower caution, wait terminal landing Boeing 737 or an 27 line up and wait, traffic on a 10-mile right base.
27 line up and wait, 39er Hotel.
Southwest 1734, we're all the way to Bravo 9, please.
Bravo 9, Southwest 1734.
Southwest 1734, thanks. Bravo 9, no delay off, please, all the way on to Bravo contact ground.
Bravo 9 and ground Southwest 1734.
Aero 39 Hotel, wind 200 at 5, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
27, clear for takeoff, 39 Hotel.
FedEx 1222 Heavy, Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, line up away, traffic on a 7-mile funnel.
Line up away 27, FedEx 1222 Heavy.
Aero 39 Hotel, soon as speed and altitude permit, start your right turn.
Starting my right turn, 39 Hotel.
Aero 39 Hotel, contact SoCal departure.
Over to SoCal, thanks for the help, 39 Hotel.
FedEx 1222 Heavy, wind 2.
SoCal departure, Aero 1903, Manor Hotel, 1700 out of San Diego International.
Remember 1939 Hotel, SoCal departure, radar contact. Cleared in the Bravo, VFR altitude, your discretion. What altitude do you want to climb to?
6,500, 39 Hotel.
39 Hotel, roger. Proceed as requested, continue on your present heading.
We'll continue on present heading, 39 Hotel.
SoCal, good evening. FedEx 1222 Heavy is passing 1,000, climb via the
FedEx 1222 Heavy, SoCal departure, radar contact.
1222 Heavy.
That was 3484, contact Delhi, center 132.85, we'll see you.
13285, that was 3484, see ya.
There, 1939 Hotel, resume on navigation, traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles southbound, 3,500 indicated.
Resume on nav and we'll look for that traffic, 39 Hotel.
39 Hotel, traffic, no taxi.
Roger, 39 Hotel.
SoCal, South 2053, test 1500, climb via the zoo.
Southwest 2053, SoCal departure, radar contact. FedEx 1222, heavy contact LA 128.6.
128.6, FedEx 1222.
Cherokee 39 Hotel, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles, 3,600 indicated.
Got traffic inside 39 Hotel.
39 Hotel, thanks. Contact approach 132.2.
132.2, thanks for the help. 39 Hotel. SoCal approach, roll 1939 Hotel, 4,200, climbing 6,500.
1939 Hotel, SoCal, resume your navigation for Corona.
Resume on nav to Corona, 39 Hotel.
Cirrus 5 Papa Alpha, contact tower 118.6, good day.
5 Papa Alpha, 50 tower, thank you, good day.